Hi, my name is Linda Plasse, and I am a first grade teacher at Emmett Gilbert School of Excellence at Ford in Jefferson Parish. As an educator, I am most passionate about making education as accessible and as attainable for my students as possible, and really focusing on success in every facet that it might appear in my classroom, whether that be academic success and growth within the core subjects such as reading and math, or if it's more social emotional development, more self-control, more self-awareness, better positive self-talk, being understanding, being empathetic. I believe it's really important to kind of celebrate the successes that are on and off the paper and celebrate our students as a whole person and not just as a score or a time for reading or how many math facts they know. A mantra in my classroom is it's okay to not know, but it's not okay to not try. And I really believe it's important to instill that willingness to learn and that willingness to make mistakes in students as young as first grade, because that way they grow up more confident in themselves and knowing it's okay to make mistakes as it's part of the learning process. And I'm very honest with my students. I let them know when I make mistakes, or they'll let me know when I make a mistake. And they know it's okay because I'm a human. They're a human. They're a bunch of tiny humans figuring it out and learning how the world works. And we're doing it together, figuring it out. And in today's video, you're going to see my first graders practicing with 2-syllable words, reading 2-syllable words as individual syllables, decoding each syllable, and then putting it all together to read it as a whole word, which is our main objective today. And this is a relatively newly introduced skill in our current CKLA skills unit. And in today's lesson, we will be chunking the individual syllables, decoding, segmenting, and blending them back together to then create our whole word and put it back together. We do use physical signs like putting our syllables and creating one whole word, or clapping the syllables when needed, or some of my students put their hands under their chin and a fall of your chin equals 1 syllable. So that's a physical way that they're interacting with the material. We also have visual aids such as our anchor charts that we refer to with the different syllable types. And then I include pictures of what the word means for my English language learners and for students who just might not have that developed vocabulary. So we use a combination of those visual aids and those physical reminders to help us with segmenting, blending, and then creating those whole words. Please enjoy. Today we're going to be practicing with 2-syllable words. How many syllables?
2!
But how do I know how many syllables are in a word? What's something I can do to figure out how many syllables there are, Dylan?
Like this, or take it away.
So you can take apart the word and then you can put them together and count your syllables that way. I love it. What else can I do, Time?
You can pat your chin down to see how many times it is.
I can put my hand under my chin and count how many times it goes down. Jason?
You can put it up so you can see if it's 2-syllable words.
And we're going to see that today. We know that since we just started learning about 2-syllable words, when we see them written, they're going to be broken apart with a little dot in the middle, like we see in our Green Fern Zoo readers, right? Final thoughts, Joseph, and then we're moving on. Yes?
You can sound them out.
We can sound them out, and that's actually, Joseph, what we're focusing on today, is we're going to practice reading our 2-syllable words by decoding each syllable. That's when we take them 1 syllable at a time and we sound it out, counting our sounds to blend and make the word, and then we grab the word all together, okay?
Okay.
Again, we're focusing on our 2-syllable words using the same skills we practice for our 1-syllable words so that we can get better and better at reading bigger and bigger words.
Okay.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah. Yes.
I love the enthusiasm, but let's wait. We're going to segment this all together. Get your segmenting hands ready. Ready?
Yeah.
Camp. Oh my goodness, what's this? A second syllable. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get. Do you want to take your jacket off? Go ahead, go take it off. All right, we're going to sound this out together again. Segmenting hands, ready? Thank you, Kaja. Thank you, Joseph. Where's your segmenting hands? Thank you. Ready?
Yeah.
I. Sight. And real quick, I want to point out, Melvin, I heard you say sight E. Well, let me point out. If I have this team right here, what is the mama E doing in this word?
Telling to the I to make his name.
So the E is telling the I to say its name. So is the E going to make its own sound too?
No.
No, it's only doing the one job, okay?
Okay.
So I. What is that? Sight. All right, so we have camp, sight, campsite. Now let's count our syllables. Ready? Campsite. How many syllables? All right, let's move on to the next one. Ready? I need everyone sitting on their bottoms and focus, please. Bracelets away. All right, this time, listen, this time I'm going to pull a stick for someone to come up and segment it for us. Just like we do in Haggerty, okay? Melvin, come on up, buddy. You can leave your jacket on the floor.
Okay.
Bath. Let's see who can do the second syllable. There it is. Cherish. All right, Cherish, you ready to segment that second syllable, baby? All right. What's that last sound, Cherish? I see a bat and then I see a ball. B. So t. B. What's that word? Tub. Thank you, Cherish. So everybody, we have bath. We have tub. We have bathtub. Bye, Joseph. Have a good day, sweetie. Bathtub. Ooh. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Shh. Let the sticks do their job. Look, he's not here. Shh. Jordielle.
You?
What does you say?
P.
P says. So,
Cup.
cup. Yeah, I'll let Jordielle do it. All right, Jordielle.
K.
K. So, A.
K.
Cake. Cake. There you go. So, cup. Cake. Cupcake. 7.
Oh, yeah?
Sit on your bottoms. Come on, 7. Self-control. Run. Everyone, what does ER say? Thank you. So let's build our syllables. Run. Runner. She's a runner. She's a track star. Ooh, we read about these guys. Mario.
Puff.
Puff.
Poppin'.
Puff. And what book did we read about these guys in? Kyson?
In a green fern zoo.
In the Green Fern Zoo, in our chapter about things with things with wings. All right, now we have some wiggle cards. So we're gonna read our wiggle card sentence. I'm gonna keep pulling sticks because I feel like it's the most fair. On our bottoms, please. So we're gonna read the sentence. We're gonna find our 2-syllable word, and we'll talk about what kind of 2-syllable word it is. Okay? So Delani, you got the lucky stick of going first. Uh-huh. Bite. On. A. Hot. You remember that sound? Mm-hmm. So, pep. Pep. So pep. Pepper. So let's put it all together. Bite on a hot pepper. All right, let's see who's next. Cherish, scooch it back onto your spot, baby. You're moving around too much. Dylan. Sit. What does AR say? AR, like I'm driving a car. So AR says R. So R. Car. What sound does E say by itself? Good. So car, pet, carpet. Put it all together. Sit on the carpet. Yeah, like this carpet. So everybody sit on the carpet. Wow, y'all are so fast. Oh my gosh, how did you do that so quickly? I think this is our last wiggle card. We're going to read it real quick. Let's see who gets the last one. Jason. Yawn at sunrise. Sunrise. The sun is going up. Beautiful. There's he is yawning. So reflecting back on today's lesson and bringing it back to my overall objectives of having the students read and decode 2-syllable words by their individual syllables, I do feel that my students were successful. For some of my students, specifically the English language learners, they might have needed redirection with individual vowel sounds in particular, since the vowel sounds such as the letter I is pronounced differently between Spanish and English, making the E sound versus the I sound. But once my students got that redirection and were able to make the sounds correctly, they were able to successfully grab each sound in a word to blend it together to create the correct syllables that they were then able to build together to create their 2-syllable word, which again was the main objective of today's lesson. If I were to do anything differently for today's video, I feel it would definitely be to find more ways to extend and challenge my higher achieving students. And ways that they are able to apply the same skill that we're learning, but at a more advanced level. That way my kids who are flying through 1- and 2-syllable words can still practice the chunking of words and taking apart the syllables to understand it better, but applying it to more advanced vocabulary and to longer words more, so that they are able to function with the same skill set, but at a level that is more demanding and keeps them a little more engaged. So after the lesson segment that you just watched, we continued on and they did their building a 2-syllable word worksheet, which they did at their desks with partners or by themselves. I gave them the choice. We did that for about 6 minutes, and then I checked in, gave them a few more minutes to kind of color and fine tune, and then we did a gallery walk so everybody could see the words we had come up with. And then later in the lesson, we applied the learning of how to read and decode 2-syllable words into our class books, the Green Fern Zoo. So today's chapter was big cats and focused on panthers. So they were able to take the skills that we just practiced and take apart each syllable to read it as its own unit, and then put them together to read it as one word fluently.